Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second...
Not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here to even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out.
When you're trying to get ahead and stay ahead, it often comes down to a few.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Attention, Staples Center.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
And history, I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Garnett out there with Yao. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Hornacek in at the 2.
Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
He got an advantage there off the pick.
I'm not willing to bet it'll be more than a few. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Hardaway, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Hornacek. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway against Paul. Hornacek for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. As you said, for the Clippers, 37 wins last year against the rest of the West. That total was the 2nd most against the rest of the West among any team in the league. Trailed only Golden State in that regard.
And you know what? They played the top West teams tough as well. One of only 3 Western Conference teams to be over 500 against the rest of the playoff teams from the West.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Josh Smith, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Josh Smith.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Hardaway with the steal. Down low. Garnett dishes to Hardaway. Mullen kicks to Garnett. The Clippers grab the miss. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. I mean, they'll look to prove it again here tonight.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talents. A good defender, great finisher around the rim. Also an underrated passer at times for a big man.
Here's Hardaway. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He kicks it to Garnett. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. 13 feet away. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Suns lead by 1. Josh Smith, kind of a tweener. He spent some time at power forward, Clark. He spent some time at small forward. He's handled the ball. He's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, he is, but I think he's best, Kevin, working inside. He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his post game, and I think as time has passed, he's settled in as a full-time power forward. At least that's where he should settle into.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Hardaway hits them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Griffin a screen on Hornacek. Redick again, Los Angeles.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from this old Celtics team, and of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned, leader and coach on the floor. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
To the inside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out